Kuroneko Network. What's good, everybody? It's Kuroneko here for the Kuroneko Network, and today we're talking about Ike Nwala and this whole entire thing that's going on right now. If you don't know what I'm talking about, well, stay tuned because we're going to jump right into it. But first, this song is actually a reference to a pun. Let's see if you can find it in this video. 5 points if you do. What's good, everybody? It's Kuroneko here for the Kuroneko Network, and yeah, we're going to just have to talk about this one. This is not the video I want to make, but it's the video that we're getting. It's a bit of a bummer for me because WOTA Wednesday Season 3, I actually had a whole episode planned out based around Ike Nwala, so I guess I'll have to remove that one because we're doing this one now, or maybe I could still do that one. I'll just have to change some stuff, but we're doing this one now. First and foremost, if you know me, you know I'm not going to just go ahead and say something along the lines of guilty or not guilty. Again, we do not have enough information. So for those who don't know, Ike Nwala, he was a host on Oha, a famous Japanese comedian. He was Commander Hilltop on Pat Rangers versus what was it? Pat Rangers, Lupin Rangers. Yeah, I can think of the other ones. Yeah. So he's been all over the place. He's probably a very, very well known comedian in Japan, and he recently left Oha. But it was not for normal reasons. It was because of speculation and rumors going around. Because he admittedly did something that I think he was not thinking through. That was kind of stupid. Like he bought home one of the Oha girls. I'm like, why would you do that? They are minors. Now, again, he said he was not doing anything obscene, and I actually believe he didn't do anything obscene. I just feel like, but why? Why would you do that? He had to know how that would look. Like, I don't think for a second he did anything. He doesn't seem like the type of person, from what we can gather from his personality and everything. I'm not going to start acting like he did do something unless I have some kind of proof. Now, if we have proof, I'll come out and say, I'm sorry, I was wrong. But I honestly don't think he did anything. But at the same time, why? He has to know how this makes him look. He has to see that. It's not a good look at all. So yeah, when the news broke, they kind of like almost promptly, immediately removed him from Oha. And it happened like back in July, I believe the article said. I'll post it in the link below, where it's the parents found out about it and they said something. And so I believe the show did the right thing, because even though Ike has been with them like 7 or 8 years, they're looking at it like, okay, they could remove the Oha girl in question, but then she becomes a target online. Or they can remove the other Oha girls and then they'll become targets. That's just how people are. And then at the same time, the next kid they put on there, it's just easier to remove him, because it's like, okay, we don't know what did and didn't happen right now, so it'd be easier to just remove him. That way everybody's comfortable, and as they worded it, for convenience of the show. So yeah, but that's the other thing. That is the other thing that really sticks out, is the parents found out. They shouldn't have had to find out. I feel like he should have let them know or something, if that's the case. If it was nothing obscene, he definitely should have let them know, because the whole thing is Japan has like a different set of rules, and it's crazy with the whole thing going on. It's like, almost, if you look at like the responses and everything, it's mostly in Japanese, so you have to read Japanese. But most of the responses, I mean, for the most part, they're kind of positive, and they're saying, oh, he made a silly mistake. Why did he do that? No one's just outright thinking that he's messing with a minor. It doesn't seem like they're outright thinking that. The whole thing is their rules and laws are different in Japan, where it is seen as kind of like kidnapping to have them out between the hours that it was. Because they're saying it was between 9 and 11 at night. And again, I have to ask, Ike, what the heck? Why would you have her at your place from 9 to 11? Again, you gotta see how this looks. And so even if he's innocent, which I still think he is he has to see how this makes him look. But that would be considered kidnapping. Now, here's the thing, though. Main reason why I don't think he did anything is one, he's saying the time frame was wrong. It was like 3 to 4 in the afternoon. He never had her over at nighttime. And two, if he did do anything, he told on himself and didn't have to tell on himself. He mentioned that he's been having her over at least once a month for like the last 5 months. He said it was like 5 times since the beginning of the year. So she's been over there at least 5 times. So I'm like, okay, if this guy was guilty, would he be like, oh yeah, she's come over to my place 5 times? It'd be pretty stupid for him to do. So again, I don't think he did anything nefarious. I don't think anything obscene, nothing sexual happened. I just think it's, again, a misunderstanding. And if I'm wrong, if details are revealed and I'm wrong, I will make a follow-up video apologizing, but I highly doubt I'm wrong. I clearly remember being in one of his live streams where I kind of made some kind of joke about Kari Pamu Pamu, and maybe I misunderstood it, but it was kind of, the response was kind of said in a way that made me think maybe there was something going on with her. And, if this fella out here, with like Kari Pamu Pamu and people like that giving them the pump, I don't think he's messing with a kid. I'm just saying. He does not seem like that type of person. So I don't want all kind of hate comments. I don't want everyone just jumping the gun saying, oh, he sucks, oh, he's a horrible person, oh, he's a scumbag. We don't know the details. We don't know the results. It's the same thing like the Is Ayaka Wada gay video that I did last season. If we don't have enough information to have a substantial answer, it's best to just keep silent until we do. But I hope that he finds more work and he's doing more things. Like, I don't think they're gonna blacklist him and stop working with him. Again, Ike is like everywhere, but hopefully this is like a learning experience for him and he never does anything like this again. Because again, I honestly don't for a second think he's guilty, but I do of anything nefarious. But I do think that he was not thinking and made himself look that way. I get Japan is a different beast and people trust their kids to like go places alone and everything, but the whole thing probably could have been prevented if every time there would have been a time she came over some, you let the parents know, or I don't know, have other people have like the whole staff with them or something. I don't know. It just, the way it's worded, it seems like there was no other staff members, but they were supposedly talking about production and stuff with the show. And yes, when you're on a show like Oha, there's gonna be some more stuff to talk about, but talk about that on set, call and talk on the phone, do something else. I don't understand the reasoning for doing this, because again, it's a bad look. It's a really bad look. I don't know why they couldn't just talk on the phone, on a Zoom call or something. But yeah, I don't think Ike is some kind of monster. I don't think anything bad happened. I just think it was a huge misunderstanding. And again, if I'm wrong, I'll make a follow-up. But I really, really think it was a huge misunderstanding. And I hate that it had to happen this way, because I feel like he would have had like a really, really big send-off on Oha. And yeah, it probably would have been something major. But yeah, until next time, this is Curl Nickel Nair for the Curl Nickel Network saying, be you, be true, be human. Let me know your thoughts below. But if your thoughts are just, oh, he sucks, oh, he's a scumbag, oh, he's a monster, he's a perfect, keep it. Keep it. Just keep it. I don't want that. I want actual coherent thoughts on what you have to say. I don't just want name calling, because we don't know what's going on. So catch you guys on the next one. BB Toe,